Hi everyone, welcome to AFX Pro Trading. I'm Mark and this is the overview for week 2. Nothing much super brilliant to write home about, that's for sure. Pretty ordinary, pretty much the back end of what May, June is. We've got another week, which is this week, which is week 3 on my FX calendar. It's got nothing really too much. US 500 is probably something that you can have a look at, or even the US 100 this week, but I'm not expecting too much life out of the other. If it does well and truly, you've just got to be in there and be very, very careful. Now, as soon as you get a pair that you have a trade, one up, one down, and they both lose, that pretty much sums it up for the week. There's no life anywhere. So, we've got this week's week 3. Next week, we actually hit July, so July is usually a fireball month. Start of the new financial year, kicking everything off. Lots of data coming out that impacts movement. So you want to be on board for the next couple of weeks. Once that's over, battle down, go on holidays, keep right away from it. Because if it does the same as every other year, that's what happens. Once July gives a rush of blood, then they quickly try and take it all back as quick as they can. So let's come through, have a look at our trade of the week and see what we got. Okay, start off here as usual, pound AUD. Scrunch up, what we got here is nothing. We had a shot here, so that's probably not marking on there. I'm just going to change that colour to that. And then we'll see what we got here. Okay, so there's our first one. Look, perfect by that. You got to take that. Didn't even get down to our 2.6 level. Got to about, there's 2 there. Just didn't get there. And boom, straight back up it goes. So, interesting. So then we get this here, come up here, down. So you'd think, all right, so that didn't want to go down, it's going to go up. Right, so where we are here, we've really good position. Wow, that gets stopped out as well. So now what do? It comes down here, comes down here. Now at this point in time here, you would feel very safe to take a position long. Hence, if we just have a look at something here, if we just come here and put this on here, there's what I was trying to do. So I got stopped out the first time and I took another long position and split it up. And at the end of the day, I still give it away and walked away. So that's what you got to do in situations like that. Did I keep chasing it? Not a hope in hell. Once I'd had that there, I just, not interested, and left it right alone, and away we go. So that's how I handled that there. All right, so all those in there, no doubt. Okay, let's clean that off of there. Righto, let's come through to the pound yen. Right, now the pound yen, again, here we go. So if we get my little thing here, we've got no life in behind here. I'm not moving that there. There's no life coming into it. In behind that there, I just not interested, and then it comes down, we get up here, and it's just flatlining. And we get the formation is head and shoulders above there. Again, I'm not interested in that either. By this time here, we're getting right down there for the demarker. Then, look, we're in behind all that. There is just no future in trading when you're that there. We want to see swings down, swings up, swings down, swings up. As soon as you see that, don't try and do anything with it. It's just gonna screw you over and spit you out, right? Just leave it the hell alone. That's all you can do when it comes to that, is maybe have a shot at it to start with and then leave it alone. All right, US dollar yen. Okay, so a little bit more life here. Now this one here again, we've got our usual trade coming through from last week, the old Friday trade that runs all the way through. And we've got then, so that's your Friday one, of course. Here's your Monday trade. Comes down, bounces round up, has a second shot at it and comes in there. So that's in a really good position there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it breaks through away it's going. And it's extended, but it takes all week to finally get its target. We've got this one in here. Probably not all that interested in taking that one because we're close to that one. But this one here, I'm definitely going to have a shot at this. Right, it comes down there, and with that there, I'd look at splitting the target. So we've got the other target up here. Right, so what I'd do is take that one up to there, and at that stage there, drop that one back down in a little bit and do that if I was in that particular trade. I was in a couple of them in there somewhere. I'll just quickly pop them on here. Trade, so we're in long here, a couple here, and I actually closed those out there, re-entered again, up, and then gradually taking profits all the way, added a couple more when it broke through there and messed around with it. Bit of a dog's breakfast, but still made good money out of it. So that's the US dollar yen. Clean that off, take that off of there so it's not annoying us. Canadian yen. Okay, Canadian yen. If we have a look at this guy here, bring my here, and again we got all these trades coming through from the week before. I'll just put this, make it a bit smaller to start with, so it's not taking up half of my chart. If I can get that on there on these screens. Right, and I'll just throw it right up in the corner out the road. There we go. So we've got these trades coming through here from last week. There, this one here, the usual Friday trick, same thing. Runs 1, 2, 3 days. Up, down. This one here is there, that's fine. Up it goes. Again, we've got a long-range target up here. Slow, drawn out. Oh my God, it's when you're trading this, these are the hard ones to keep you cool in. Like that last one, I closed them out. I just thought this has got to go south. And it ended up holding. But anyway, I closed it out. I can live with that. Not worried. That's what you've got to do in this game. As simple as that. And up we go, and finally got up to our targets up there. All right, clean that mess off of there. Come through. All right, I'll put another one on there. It's frustrating this pointer works and then it doesn't work. Canadian yen, Aussie dollar yen. Here's the same thing all over again. Here's our trade down here. Up we go, bang. And then we get another shot here. Breaks above there, up it goes. And then that's it for the week. And I had long range targets for up here somewhere and I just couldn't, I just closed out. Had enough of it. Wasn't going to play the game, walked away from it. Okay, Euro USD, quick look at that and then we'll have a look at the trade of the week. Euro USD, okay, well we're not going to see much out of that. Let's have a look here. There's nothing whatsoever except that from the previous week. There you go. A whole heap of nothing. And that's on a 24-hour chart too, and go through from there. All right, let's come through and have a look at our trade of the week, which is back to our US 100. And here we go. We come through and start off here. In behind that, not interested in doing anything until I see some movement there. And that's fine. We then come through and just clean that mess off of there. And drop this down here a little bit, if I can. Right, so this one here. We've got a sweep that finally come down and up and it's starting to go over the edge of the precipice, and then it pops back up nearly to hit that there. When you get these ones that have a rollover and then they fly back up nearly to our levels there, either be the top or the bottom, they are usually very good trades. And of course, there's straight away 1, 2, 3. It's just like taking candy from a baby, and there it extends straight down to the 10 sections. If only every trade would exhibit those features, it would make our life so much goddamn easier. But that's life as a trader. You've just got to wait and look for those ones. Yeah. All you can do, guys. That's what it is. That's all you can do. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. We come past that. And we've got this one here. Just clean that off there. And this one, we come down, pop back up, and again, beautiful. Replicates it, even though we haven't got there. Once we got this here, we got closed out at the weekend. This was your main trade. Down it come. There was your 15 section mark. If we look at that, that's probably nearly about right where it closed on there. 15, about 12, somewhere in there. But 10 there, and we ended up getting not much out of it there. This one here, once I started messing around in here, I'm gone. I don't fall in love with my trades. If they're not doing what they want, they're gone. Gone. All right, guys, that's the roundup for this week. As I said, roundup for last week, I mean to say. This week, I can't see too much activity coming. You can already see here, if we have a look at, this is Monday night when I'm doing this, a whole heap of bloody nothing already. I've got the EA shut down. All I'm running is the US 500 this week, and then next week it's full on firing. So that's what we've got to work with. All right, guys, take care, safe trading, and we'll catch you in a week.